Hello everybody, this is Angel of Chaos. Two things. One, actually like three things technically. One, I'm sorry I haven't really been posting videos all that recently. I've been a little sick. You might actually be able to hear it a bit. I haven't really been feeling all that well. I've been coughing a lot. Been trying to kind of steer clear of people as of recently. Two, you might notice that I'm not wearing my glasses right now. The reason for that is more along the lines that I don't really want to be wearing them for my videos. They're very reflective, so a lot of times whatever's on the screen is just bouncing right off my glasses, and it looks kind of weird, and it doesn't look good, I guess. So I'm just kind of like, and the thing is that I don't really need them to record videos. Also, I propped up my phone, so I don't need to hold it right now. And three, you might have noticed I'm wearing a hat. Yes, I am wearing a hat. And thanks to the powers of video editing, yay! Yeah, I have blonde hair now. Yeah, I actually have blonde hair. I just got it done today. I was actually very happy about how it turned out. It's like golden on the top. I'm very happy about this. Yay! But so I also wanted to talk a bit, just like in general. Crud. Sorry, I'm like really thirsty right now. This is not going to do anything for that, but I'm very thirsty. Not sponsored by Monster. Shush. Okay. By the way, it's like 2:16 a.m. and yes, I am drinking coffee. So, fuck all y'all. Okay, what was I just about to talk about? Okay, okay. What I'm going to talk about today is the holidays. Now, a lot of people, when they think of the holidays, they think of, like, celebration, they think of, like, woohoo, yeah, let's do this kind of thing. Some people, it's actually a little bit more of a somber thing. Like, it's actually a reason for sadness, which I can actually greatly relate to. I remember quite a few Christmases ago, actually, when my grandfather had just passed away. It was our first Christmas without him. And, it was, yeah, it wasn't good. It was very sad. But, yeah. So the holidays for some can be a sad occasion. The holidays for some can be a time of remembrance, a time of, like, nostalgia. But it can also be a time of it can be a time of sadness. It can also be a time for celebration, a time for new things. Okay. I had a point with this. Okay, this Christmas is going to be much different for me. Especially with how much has been kind of going on in the past few, like 2 years, technically. It's been kind of crazy recently. Well, first things first, my mom isn't even going to be in state. She's going to be all the way across the country, so I mean, not to mention that my siblings are all going to be at my dad's house, I believe. Y'all know that I do not have a good relationship with my dad, so, I mean, it's not at all going to happen that I'm going over there. One of the things that I didn't really understand about my mother's reaction to the holidays is that, for most, the holidays seem to be, like, almost like a time of, a time meant strictly for family, which was kind of weird to me, considering, because, like, in some regard, like, I do care a lot about my family, but honestly, and I'm sure at least most of you can relate to this. Family is tiring. Very tiring. Sorry. But, yeah, it just, family tends to wear me out. Like, some much more than others. Like, if I were to be around my mom for maybe, like, an hour, I would feel like I'm so exhausted. Around my siblings, it's a bit different. Like, I can hang out with them for, like, maybe, like, I can hang out with them for much longer and just feel okay. Maybe a little tired here and there, but, kind of depends on which sibling I'm hanging out with, or all of them. But my mom, it's a little awkward, because my mom, like, I love her, but, so I have a really good friend. I know, kind of weird, changing the subject here briefly. I'm doing that for a reason. Now, like I said, my mom is very narrow in the sense that she believes holidays are, like, family-based. She had originally wanted me to go to my grandparents' house, so that way I wouldn't be alone. Ultimately, though, I thought it over quite a bit, and there was just too many cons. There was way too many cons of going compared to not going. I didn't ask for her to do this. I didn't ask for her to set anything up with my grandparents. I didn't ask my grandparents to do anything. She was doing this all on her own. And so, when I said, I don't want this, she basically thought that I was, like, undermining her efforts when I didn't ask her to do anything. Now, the reason I bring up my friend is because my friend, oh my gosh, my absolutely amazing friend, I've actually done a video with her before. I think it's like, I might completely butcher your YouTube name, but I think it's like Oddity96 or something like that. I really hope I got that right. But, so, yeah, she is a very, 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 very close friend of mine. I absolutely love her to bits. And when I told her about the whole situation, about if I didn't go to my grandparents' house, it was likely that I was just going to end up being alone for Christmas, to which my friend instantaneously responded with, heck no. She went and talked to her mom and grandmother, and invited me over for Christmas. Now, I haven't told my mom that. I don't really think she needs to know, to be honest. She's going to be out of state. Because I think that people tend to not really realize that, like, friendships and relationships that are, like, forged by choice, tend to be a lot stronger than those that are kind of formed out of obligation or blood. Any of you have heard the term, blood is thicker than water. Hopefully you know that that's not actually the full phrase. The full phrase was originally, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Basically, that statement means that relationships forged by choice are often much stronger than those by blood or birth. Honestly, I consider my friend to be family. And, I mean, she said on multiple occasions the exact same thing. And not to mention that she said also on multiple occasions that her mom has basically already adopted me, which, thank you. But just, family isn't always blood. And, again, like, for those of you who are feeling kind of, like, sad on this holiday season, and I know the holidays are a rough time for a lot of people, but if you guys need a friend, if you guys need someone in that regard, if you guys need family that isn't blood, you can come and talk to me. try to pay as close attention to the comments as I can. Very rarely do I actually get comments, but when I do, I try as hard as I can to respond. I love you guys, and I care about you guys a lot. So, honestly, if there is anything that I can do for you guys, even if it's just, like, sit down for a bit and, like, talk in the comments or something, or, like, anything, I'll be willing to talk to you, and I'll be willing to be there for you. Well, I think I've rambled on for long enough. Oh, yeah, I've rambled on for long enough. So, this is Angel of Chaos. Bye. Happy holidays.